Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Journey to Wisdom and Wealth. Welcome to our first paycheck of June. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. My name is Tara. And today we're going to allocate out the paycheck that I received from my job. And shout out to, I think it was Novak and also Cash, who said to me that June was in the second quarter. Forrest Novak and my girl Cash from Books and Budgets. Hold on, let me not. Life of Books and Budgets. That was like, girl, June is in second quarter. So at the end of the last video, I'm sure it was helpful. Well, I hope it was helpful, just showing you how to create the spreadsheet. This spreadsheet is something that I sell in my Ko-Fi shop. If you're interested, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But I started putting June in third quarter, and I'm like, girl, what? So yes, we set up June in this particular quarter because this is the quarter it's in. Okay, second quarter. Let's continue. So we said that we budgeted that I was going to have 1870 for our check, and the check came in at 1874.89. And we don't have anything for second income right now, no miscellaneous income, rollover. So rollover for this check was $200 needs to be moved into build a buffer. So what we decided was, and when we did the June budget, was I was going to put $200, the $200 from my build a buffer account to be a constant buffer that always rolls over. So that way I don't need to put my actual check money in the rollover because I need that extra money to start building my 1 month ahead fund. I hope that made sense. So let's go ahead and transfer over the $200 now from my build a buffer over to Tara's Major Keys. And we're going to do $200 for the permanent rollover buffer. Now, we're hoping it's permanent. Hopefully, we don't have to use it. From builder buffer to Tara's Major Keys transfer success. That is the goal, to hopefully cover all the bills and nothing goes wrong. But if there is something that goes wrong, we have the $200 sitting in there. So now we have $2,074.89 because that got moved over. Next, we have to transfer over $219.33 to make sure that we cover the I don't know why that says Apple storage, the HVAC, to cover the HVAC. So we're going to go from Tara's Major Key. Nope, we're going from new HVAC. That's where I keep the HVAC money every time I try and build up to be ahead of the game. We're going to go from new HVAC over to Tara's Major Keys, and we're going to move over our $219.33 for the month. Review. So we have $219.33 from new HVAC to Tara's transfer with the money should go up. Success. 22924. And then I don't know why it says we have a balance. Okay, let me take the money out of the buffer right here because we have a balance of $489. This runs a total of what's left in the balance as we add in money and take money out. But because we had additional $489 from what we budgeted, that's why it says that. So I'm just gonna, there's nothing in the buffer. It's really just $489. Okay, so it says we have $2,294.22, and that matches exactly what's in the bank. So we know that all the money we're supposed to start with, we have. So let's start working our budget. So as far as expenses go, I split payment my mortgage. So I'm going to take half of the mortgage out for July because June is already paid. We're going to pick half of the July. Is it July? Yeah, we're going to take half the July money out now and move that to hold your horses. So let's go ahead and transfer that now. And anything that I mark off in a green fill bucket color means that it's fully out of the account. I would type H, but then just hold up. Wait a minute. Comes up. That's not the right one. There are too many things that start with H here. Hold your horses. There you go. So hold your horses. We're going to be moving that money today. And it is going to be $656.32. Now I have to be exact now because I'm actually zeroing out all my money. Before I could do like 657 or something like that. But because I'm trying to keep that straight $200 buffer, I'm trying to make sure I'm exact with it now. Okay. And this is going to be for July 2026 mortgage. Review, tires, measure keys, to hold your horses, transfer, success. So that money would have gone down, and we're going to mark this off in green like I was talking about, because now we can say that money has actually left our operating account. This is my operating account. Apple storage is not due. So this check is covering bills from 612 to 625. The next check is covering 626 to 709. And this is why I love this part of my budget spreadsheet the most, because I can see that, oh, I need to make sure I cover things that are going to go past the 9th of the next month as like this Apple storage for next paycheck. But for this paycheck, it's not due. Cell phone is due, but it will come out automatically. It comes out automatically on my credit card, I believe, and then I just pay it once I see it out of the operating account. Water will also come out automatically. They already said they took their money, so I'm assuming this will come out or show it coming out tomorrow. Car insurance is $150. Car insurance is actually $149.43. I did go up a little bit on that one. I don't know why, but I'm going to go ahead and go into State Farm and go ahead and pay my car insurance. Please hold. I will return, God willing. All right, guys, thanks for holding, even though it probably doesn't seem like nothing to y'all, but I did just go ahead and make my payment. Thank you. My payment has been processed. However, now I have to keep updating my Capital One card because, like I told y'all, someone had tried to get in there. And so now I have to remember whatever is on auto pay and things like that with this card. When I go in this month, I have to update that payment method. Now I know I've changed the card, but I need to actually change the payment method in my bank so that if I ever need to like not use it, I'm able to do that. So I'm not sure how I go about making that my main one, but we'll see. Hold on, y'all. Okay, guys, so I've updated that card as well. So if it ever goes into automatic payment, we'll be good to go. This payment, though, is done. So we'll leave that, but that has to come out of the card first and then pay back. So it hasn't technically left the bank. I was in my card making sure of the card details. That's how I got over here. So let's see. Then we have electric. So I got to go pay my electric. The internet comes out automatically, so we'll leave that in a blue shade. The security bill will also come out automatically. Now, they used to come out automatically out of my credit card. I'm going to have to watch them. I feel like the lady that I spoke to at Capital One said like my cell phone and the security equipment that automatically was already coming out, they're going to just change it for me and it'll just continue to automatically come out. But we'll see if that actually happens. We no longer have the security equipment and ChatGPT. I haven't seen it, but I'm assuming this will automatically come out of wherever I paid it from, and then I'll pay it back. Weight Watchers, I feel like I saw a notification, but I don't know what card it got charged on, but it should automatically come out. Canva is going to automatically come out. This is where I'm trying to be, y'all. Automatically come out. This I will have to pay. So let me go ahead and pay my electric bill and my AC system, and I'll be back. This does automatically come out, but it will not do again until next quarter. Till next paycheck. Okay. All right, guys. So my bill for the AC success, it's been paid. I did pay the electric as well. However, I ventured off the site to look at this thing. They said about $160 for flat rate billing or something like that. But then it said I had to call customer service. So this bill was paid and so was this. However, they were paid on the credit card and I had to update the credit card information. This process is taking me longer. Luckily, you don't have to sit there with me while I do it. But yeah, they're updated now and they will get paid on the credit card and then I will come take the payment out of here. So let's move on down to our debt section of the tracker here. And we have the spreadsheet, nothing for Quicksilver, nothing for Saver. As you can see, there is money over there, but I just reconcile it on my own and I pay my cards down to 0 every month. Discover 125. So I do need to go make that 125 payment. And Home Depot, it has nothing. Ulta has nothing. I need to make my car payment and student loan payment. Oh, I hate making payments. And Cure payment. Okay. Please hold again. Oh, you guys, look, we're in the threes. I'm so excited. And I haven't made the payment yet. $35 minimum is due on June 28th. We are definitely paying our $125. But look, I can also activate my cashback. Don't miss out 5% on gas stations, transportation, and drugstores, July through September. Might as well activate that. Even though I don't use this card really for anything, you just never know. And I'm all set. Okay, let me go back to paying the bill. All right, guys, so I've successfully made my payment of $125. It's going to come out of this operating account, and that's that. So we have paid the Discover. I gotta go pay my car thing. I'll be back again. I'm so sorry, guys. Just a lot. It's better than me trying to take y'all along. And plus, I don't know what personal information is on some of these pages. All right, guys. So I payment scheduled for my car and then payment success for the student loan. So both of those are paid and both of them are actually going to come out of the actual bank account. Cure is weird because I'd have to find like a text from them if they even gonna let me, because they've been talking that collections thing. So let me see if I can find a text for Cure and see if I can send them their $25. Well, they haven't shut me out or shut me down yet. So I put my $25 payment in for Cure on their website. I love that. And now it's time to, you see, I had to split up a few things for this to work properly. So let's put our variables away. These are for July because we already have our June money. So we're putting in $176.28 away for July variables in our Hold Your Horses account. I don't know what I would do without my Hold Your Horses account. Now, hold up, wait a minute. Hold Your Horses is going to get 100. Oh, today. Why are you on the date? 176.28. And this is going to be for our July 2026 variables review from Tara's Major Keys to Hold Your Horses. Okay. Success, and money should go down a little bit, but we can mark everything green over here because that actually got moved. Why do I feel like that's the wrong green? Yeah. Okay, and next we have our sinking fund. So build a buffer. So I made this purple so I'd remember. I had to put the buffer in and say it was coming out in order to get the true final balance number. Because if I left it there, it would give me the 200. I could, but it would give me the 200. But when I was trying to figure out my final numbers, when putting these numbers in, it was just helpful to put it like it was in and out because I want to almost pretend the $200 buffer is not there, if that makes sense. I don't think I was able to do any sinking funds, and Sam's Club and Amazon are fully funded. We love that for me. And so is Good Notes. But we weren't able to do any of those because my first check is normally very bill heavy. And so all the sinking funds will come out next week. Now, Navy Federal will get its full $10 for the month on this paycheck. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh. Okay, so from Tara's Major Keys to Navy Federal, and it's saying it probably won't get there till around the 17th because it is a bank-to-bank transfer. Success normally only takes 3 to 4 business days, though. So probably not. Well, it is Thursday. It is Thursday. So it's towards the end of the week. We're not going to mark that green because it hasn't actually moved. And that's it. And then it's showing a buffer rollover amount of $4.89. So for me, I'm going to put now, did I do that? I don't know if I did that. So in buffer rollover. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe just initially to get my numbers correct, I'm going to take this out so the $200 does go over there. When I was trying to figure it all out, and it had to do that for me to get my true numbers, but I think I can do it now. And then I believe now that I've started it on the first check, what I need to do is do a buffer rollover. You guys hold on, my grandma's calling me. Good morning. Good night. How are you?
You forgot me.
No.
You said they not call you, don't call me.
It's Thursday. I would have called you. Yes, ma'am. I've always, unconditionally.
Let it grow, yes, let it grow. Don't let it die.
No.
Let us water it as much as we can.
Yes.
What you water it with? Prayer.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, love you, darling.
Love you too.
Love you too. Oh, you're at work?
No, I'm about to head out. I'm about to head out to work in a few.
Oh, me take a homework, yeah.
No, not today.
Oh, all right, darling. Love you.
All right. Leave on.
Leave on. Leave on. Yes.
Okay. If you're new here, I love my grandmother very much. She's 92 and I love my grandmother very much. And I'm always so grateful that she's there. She always calling me with the good morning, good night. Oh, you forget me? I'm like, Grandma, don't say that. Okay. I need to put her on a schedule to call her every Thursday because she be getting me sometimes. Okay, back to the budget. So now that I've taken that out, then the buffer go down, but I can see I still have $4.89 that I could allocate. But since I'm allocating my 1 month ahead stuff next paycheck, I want that to go up here. So what I'm gonna do over here is make sure I have that formula where that equals this cell here, tab, and this, then I can move my 204.89 over here so that we're at a zero-based budget, right? And now you'll see that populated as 204.89 over here as well. And I need to take this 200 out of here as well now because that should automatically show that 200 moving from buffer to buffer to buffer, if that makes sense. And so that should have a $204.89 buffer right now. And that would mean it should have $4.89 left to put towards, to add to our month ahead fund, which I think right now is at 85. So yay, almost did. We're getting there slowly but surely. But now that we're at our zero-based budget, let's do my final step so we can get on out of here, which is to add everything that is not in the color green. It should add up to $1461.62. Let us pray. I put new batteries in my mouse. Okay, whoever said that, it seems to be acting right. So thank you so much. I think it might have been Mel. Was it you, Melissa? Is it you from Budgeting Over 40? Check her out. Love her too. Her channel is amazing. She's another digital budgeter. She uses YNAB. Okay, moving on. 25 plus 58.21. I love to shout out my people. Plus 150 plus 171 plus 86.20 plus 28.65 plus 20 plus 10 plus 15 plus 219.33 plus 125 plus 233.50 plus 79.84 plus 25 plus so many things. All of that came out. Plus $10 plus our buffer of 204.89 equals $1,461.62. Yeah. So we have exactly what we have in the bank and exactly the amount of bills that will come out of that, leaving us with a $204 buffer. And we'll start our next paycheck with $204 buffer and try and see if we can get all these bills and all the things done. That is all we have for today's check and today's video. Let me know how June is going for you. Has your first check come in, or are you getting paid next week? Are you a first and a 15th girly, boy, man? Whatever you may be. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, in order to be great, you've got to be grateful. And I'm super duper grateful for you. Have a wonderful, blessed day. I love you. Mean it. Bye.